Hey, I'm Silverland, and welcome back to Prison Architect. Last time around, I think we got some of the prisons sorted out. The new block, I can't remember. Either way, we're starting today a bit with a riot that just won't go away. And also between parts, an important thing to notice is these two blocks, whichever ones they were, are finally finished. They are not just being the annoying ones anymore, and just not refusing to finish, to be perfectly honest, that's what they were doing. But, yep, they're now finished. Woo! So, what were they going to be? Ah, yeah, I think we've already set out what they're going to be. And, so you know what, today, we've done a bunch of this out. I can't bother to sort that out, and some territory's been completed by the Reds again, but again, I can't bother to sort that out. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to start the creation of this area here. If I just exit this bit here. And I'm going to start with... we've done the yard, so let's do this common room up top. Basically, what I want to do is get the cafeteria, the kitchen, the common room, the cell block, and that's really all that's needed set up. So that way, I can just open this prison to the prisoners, move them out of the one where they're at currently, change it to medium security, and then while I set out the another block somewhere else. So, right, what we need to do first is I'm going to just ignore all these CCTV cameras. That's the first step. But what I want to do is I want to do the common room. So, what should the common room have in it? Let's give it so what I want to do is boom boxes will be good. A few arcade cabinets, just all around because this is a rather big common room. So it'll need to contain a lot of space for everything within it, due to the fact that it's going to be, facilitating for a lot of prisoners. Uh, let's go a bit fancy on this actually. So we could add some tables. Um, we could do chess table. I honestly don't know what I'm doing with all of these. I'm going to create a few of these. With chairs being put around them. So let's go for a sofa. Yeah, like that. That should do. So just put a sofa on either side, so that way they'll be comfortable when they are competing, obviously, in their professional tournaments. Let's put a table football thing in. Oh, there's already one going in. So we'll be putting some table tennis things in then. A couple of paintings, perhaps. They don't really increase anything. Right. So phone booth. We'll put some phone booths in. We can have an area in the top corner up out of the way, so they can have a little bit of privacy, is what they think, when in reality, we are going to be spying on them. Yay. Right, so what else could go on? Punch bag? No. Gym mat? No. Dumbbell? No. TV? We could actually just put computer stations in. So, yeah, it'll be a whole bunch of things like this. It's pretty much going to be a lot of the content from what was in the other room in here as well. Um, hmm. I could have put a wall in there, but you know, to have the backing of a wall. But I didn't, so you know. Snacks machine should be somewhere, and I think they help increase the common room grade. Plant cactus. Let's put this around. You know, we haven't got lights in here actually, do we? Lights. Um, so 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 la. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then like that, we've got the basis of in between. Oh dear, there's a riot. I honestly can't be bothered to deal with it, so I'm just going to let the guards deal with it if they deem it necessary to do so. Because I'm lazy, and I don't want to deal with it today. Exactly the sort of attitude that you need in a prison. All those aspiring prison wardens, remember, this is perfectly good advice. I am totally somebody who should be giving advice, and in no way just a random person just in the middle of England. Just, you know, just random. So we're also going to need to put doors in here as well, aren't we, for all of the prisoners to actually be able to access the common room. That would be a good thing. So yeah, basically, as I put, what I want to do is essentially my aim for today is to get actually um is to get prisoners in for the first time in this new block, showing that I am actually going to be doing something with this new block instead of just building it. So I'm not sure how long it'll take, but for me to get everything done. But the gaps between episodes now are increasing for like a couple of weeks, as you may have noticed, because I'm busy. I'm busy with other stuff as well. So I am gonna try and get as many out as possible, but yeah, I'm also I'm gonna be on holiday coming up at some point soon, so I need to plan out for that as well. So videos won't be coming out as regularly as before. Um, so sorry about that, but yeah. Right, I reckon this is gonna be the last layer of lights. Well, let's actually plan it out how I put it in here. Um, yeah, this looks good. Sure, there is another layer. I didn't see that. Well, just got to put it in now instead. And like that, all those lights are done. So what flooring do we want? Let's go for the flooring normally go of mosaic. And then this shall be pulled all the way down to there. And that is perfect. So, what else can we put in this common room? We don't want it to be too expensive either because, you know, we're not the richest people. We don't get we only get 2,000 a day. What's our current? That'll be why I'm gonna increase intake because I had it closed recently just to handle the fact that we're not, you know, we had an overstock of prisoners. So I'm going to need to get more of these in. How big is the range? It's actually quite big. Yeah, it is actually decently sized. Um, So what I think I'm going to do is put two of them back to back over here, like so, all along here, and then it'll be quite a big gap here as I just add another more pairs. And, I think this is going to be it for now until I actually hook them and test the size of them. And you know what we also need? Utilities. That's what we need. So I'm going to pull electricity from here to go into here. And I'm going to make a large circuit because unfortunately we need to do this, and this will be an even greater cost. Ouch. As they are only 10 a pop, but if you add them all together, it does get pretty pricey. And then we could put one running straight through the center here. And that should be good. For electricity, we can see later when the lights go in what it's like. Right, so what I also want to get done is a rudimentary kitchen and cafeteria done. So have I set these out as rooms? La la la. Okay, no, I don't want to be zoomed all the way over here. I want to stay here. And get this built. Well, not built. Well, yeah, I do want to get it built. But, oh, come on. I want to get these layouts. Sorry. Layout's the word that I need. Like so. And there we have it. There we have the kitchen and the canteen set out. So I'm going to set out the lights and put some rudimentary, because it'll basically be the same formula of long rows for the canteen, and the kitchen again, it'll be pretty the same. So I'm just going to get a bunch of objects placed down for you, and I'll see you then. Okay, so I've got pretty much the things in basically, except for the utilities, which will just take quite a bit of time. So there's not really too much we can do about that. But there is something we can do, and that is to start the transference of people. Actually, do we have actually all of our parts? Oh, that's a bit too far in. Yeah, I think we do have all the parts necessary for the construction of all the utilities, of all that. But we just haven't constructed it yet, and I don't want to hire more workers because we already have a lot. You can just see over here that we have a lot. Oh yeah, that reminds me, we're going to need to get metal detectors in here. I've completely forgot about that. So, if we put metal detectors at the end of each of these columns, that should be good. So, goodness me, I've completely forgotten about that. So we're going to want to put these on, and that'll consume even more power. I just hope that our generator can take it, because we're putting a lot of strain on it. Yeah, I'm sure that it can take it. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm sure nothing can go wrong, right? Nothing's ever gone wrong, has it? But yeah, due to the nature of our prison, of this new block being completely open, we're going to need to put metal detectors more regularly throughout, as in at each entrance and exit going out of each block. So, you know, quite expensive as well. Don't really want to pay this much, but you got to do what you got to do. And then one on each of these doors here. That'll be fine. So basically, I've done the maths, and I've got the capacity here for 360 prisoners, which is already more than the maximum capacity that we have now. Which means we could transfer prisoners into here immediately, and that, if I'm being perfectly honest, would be great. But first, what I want to do is ensure that I have the patrols. Okay, why are these shared? These should not be shared. These shouldn't be in the shared category. They should be in the staff only category. Hopefully nobody came in expecting to take over those cells, because you're not getting those cells. Is there a door on there? There's no door on there, is there? Right, I'm going to make sure that we have a jail door on each of those, because I don't think we do. And that's strange that we don't. Huh. Oh, actually, we haven't actually set them as dormitories yet, have we? So, no, the prisoners won't be going in. Oh, thank goodness for that. Well, that would have been a quite annoying thing to deal with. Oh. So, they are just being put in now. And what I'm going to do is, as soon as those are put in, I'm going to change this to maximum security, because we have basically got these set up, except for the utilities for some reason, which I'm going to make top priority. Oh well, I'll just start transferring them now anyway, and let us hope for the best. I'm just going to make sure that... Okay, so the individual cells. So let's start by making each corridor. Let's start by making the corridors maximum security. And then the individual cells, or rather dorms. So dormitory. I think this entire row was good. Like that. Blah 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 blah. Deployment. Yeah, that entire row is good, as was this row. And that row there, so... dorms. Down here. And up here. Those are the dorms that are done properly and are ready to be transferred along. And okay, what is wrong with this? Maybe it just needs to refresh. Yep, it just needs to refresh. Although no, this is correct, there are no toilets in here. Why are there no toilets in here? I thought I asked for there to be toilets. Did I not ask for there to be toilets? Oh goodness me, we're seriously unprepared. Well, I'm just going to get this put in. Goodness me, why have we not done this already? Okay, so all of these are now valid rooms, with all their toilets actually put in now, which, as they should do. So, What I'm going to do now is I'll just pause because I want to make sure that I can control this. I'm going to now make this, this, and all of these staff maximum security. I'm also going to make outside, and in there needs to be staff only, isn't it? And then what I also need to do is make this bit, that bit, and that bit staff only. Anything else that needs to be, sorry, maximum security only. And then over here, all these max only sectors, I want to turn these into medium security. So that way, no maximum security people are allowed in here anymore. Just like that. That was a mistake. So now all of the maximum security in here will get redirected over to this block over here. I'm also going to make these areas here maximum security. I reckon that'll be good. I'm going to need to get a cleaning cupboard in here at some point. I'll probably attach it to the laundry room. But yeah, I'm going to now release it and hope for the best. Hopefully this goes well. Right, so let's first look at this. Maximum capacity is 300. That's around what's in this new sector here. Medium capacity has skyrocketed. That is good. So yeah, now we're gonna have more prisoners, and if we look over at this sector here, all the medium security. Actually, if I look at logistics, and look at cell status, you can see how a lot of those are now clear, and you can't actually see in the dormitory in terms of clarity or not because they're dorms and you can't see that. But these can now be moved up. This is now medium security only, so the gangs are gonna have to manage it on their own. Oh dear, this doesn't look very good. I may need to call in some armed guards, because we have a large amount of gang members organized together. This is not good. After all, they could all charge at somebody and kill them. And do a lot more than that, but kill them I say. Right, I'm going to need to keep an eye on this. Time is flowing anyway, so we're gonna start now by looking at deployment and patrols. So I'm gonna make a patrol going down each of these like so. Just like this. And this should work fairly well. And then I'm going to assign like 2 or 3 armed guards and a few normal guards in each of these. So first of all, let's look at the schedule. Maximum security, 7 AM, 2 o'clock, free time. I'm going to start by putting 2 armed guards on here. Just like, I'm going to go for 4. Well, no, yeah, Ugh, either way. So now we'll leave it like this. I'm going to change it down to 2 guards on each sector. Okay, we're hitting the issues now. And 1 armed guard. This will be for each patrol. The section 4. That starts at 10 and goes all the way to 12. So that'd be work/free time. Um, okay, hold on a sec. Who's attacking? And more importantly, what sector are they in? Right, you know what? That's fine. I'm sure this will be fine. Yeah, they're unconscious, but you know what? I don't. Okay, they're gonna get killed. Oh well, that's unfortunate. But we've now got this guard coming up to deal with them. Okay, just had a death, but that's fine. Great show of, my capability, aren't I? So out of the way, up here, I'm going to do what I did earlier for that free time, and I'm going to have 2 armed guards and 4 normal guards, um, like that. I may need to hire more. I'll definitely need to hire more guards actually, because you can see by the struggle. I think that only happens if we're struggling for the number of guards. Number 5 will be the exact same. So just pull it all down like that. Come on. Right, there we go. And 2 more armed guards. Okay, now hitting the struggle with the armed guards. And then for 6. 6 is at 9. They'll be sleeping at that time. So for this one, I'm going to just assign 1 armed guard. Okay, please work. And just 1 normal guard. No, 2 normal guards. Like so. I said like so. Yeah, like just like that. First time. Yeah. So this will be like that, and yeah. So this will be like this for each of these rows, and then I'm gonna also create a patrol down there later. So I'm just gonna just double check on the gangs and see the situation for that. Okay, what's happening now? Are they moving? Are they not? Have they just all been they've all been cuffed, haven't they? Oh, it's because they're in the wrong area, so they've all been cuffed and are being moved to the dormitory. Okay, that's fine. So, yeah, I'm just gonna need to hire some more guards and put the deployment down for each of these sectors over here to make sure that the patrols are fully manned. This will be a little bit of work, but shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so what I did was I increased the number of staff, with the number of guards going up to 200, and the number of armed guards going up to the current maximum of 70. Another thing I did is, I forgot to show it on screen, but I also did the wands area for the nighttime sleep schedule, with just 2 guards and an armed guard, so that should be safe for them. And right now, as you can just see, a bunch of prisoners are simply being transferred over. I don't think the gang leader's been transferred over yet. No. They're currently in solitary. And considering that's a shared one, they'll be in there for a little bit while this all gets sorted out. Good on them. But anyway, so these are all going to be. This guy is a maximum. They're going to eventually just be transferred up over to Basically, all of them are just going to be transferred up, and we are now waiting for this prisoner intake, where a massive influx of prisoners are going to come in. And our daily cash flow is going to skyrocket. That will be amazing. For we are sorely lacking in the income department. And once we get this, then we'll have more freedom to actually, you know, build things. So I'm not entirely sure how much space this will have in terms of able to supply my people, my prisoners rather. I'm going to make this a staff only area actually. These are shared the doorways for some reason. I don't know why they've been classed as shared, but I suppose it doesn't really matter too much. But what I wanted to do was get logistics and do maximum staff only. Of course. So we're going to need to make this a maximum security only area. That way we can actually supply all of the people with jobs. So after this, I'm also going to need to. I'm probably going to deploy like 3 or 4 regular guards in here um, during the work schedule. And then I'm also going to make a patrol just going around the common room. There's sort of 58 jobs in here. That'll accommodate for quite a few prisoners. And especially with the, like, this is going to have 100 jobs. This shop here also has 100 jobs. And the library has 100 jobs. So, like, 1, 2, 3, 358. And that's about the maximum capacity of that's more than the maximum capacity, so we'll have plenty of jobs by the time all of this is over. Oh, especially since the workshop and the mail room to think of as well. Now where's this fight that's broken out? Just in here. Oh yeah, they'll have quite a bit to manage when it comes to keeping them under control. So I'm just going to look at deployment, and the work schedule I believe is at 3. But that might be the eating schedule. No, yeah, so it's at 10. I'm gonna assign, I'm gonna assign 3, 4, 5 guards within the kitchen, just to keep an eye on what the prisoners are doing. Because, you know, I don't trust them, to be perfectly honest and blunt. I don't trust them at all. As it looks like some of them may have tried to escape up here. Auto-saving, this is making it slow. But it looks like some of them may have tried to escape up here, so that isn't the best situation. But it's a situation to deal with. Yeah, I want those to always be manually unlocked. And yeah, we've got a guard tower in here. That's good. And, ooh, this is going to be the massive intake. Okay, no, that's the food. I just want to see all these prisoners come in, because at that point we are going to skyrocket in terms of the money we have. Or look, like, hold on, no, that's not happened yet. I think it happens when they actually sign in, because we're not even reaching half of our current maximum prisoners, the number of prisoners we've got. But actually, yeah, you can see how okay, so we're going to need to actually manage some of these because they've got question marks and this guy's a snitch. Basically, my policy for protective custody is essentially if they're in medium security or minimum security, that's when I care because they are at risk. Whereas if they're in maximum security, they're more likely to cause trouble and have other attributes, and they're also less likely to be one of the targeted people. And they're also more likely to be in a gang, so I just tend to allow maximum security prisoners to be within whatever they're in. So I'm just gonna manage all of these as they come in for now. Manage to perform the uh, deployment of the patrol, and yeah, oh, then I'll catch up with you once I've finished with that. Okay, so I've basically set up patrols for the yard, and I'll sort out the kitchen deployment at another point in time, because I just don't want to deal with it now, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. The common rooms get sorted out at another time. Again, I'll probably do that between episodes. But yeah, as you can see, we've got a great influx in our daily cash flow, which is absolutely amazing. But now our only limiting factor is mostly the number of things in our armory. I reckon we've got enough solitary cells, so we could probably extend the armory to out here to include there as well, so that way we could increase our lockers and the weapon rack. If you look at the weapon rack, what does it do? Does the weapon rack do anything in particular? I don't think so. So basically what I'm just going to do is I'm going to work with brick foundation, and I'm going to just run that down there so that this will just all be built. Um, yeah, should be fine. I'm just going to continue this weapon rack along actually, and then put a thing on the end. Uh, just like so. And then it would be a guard locker. So basically, yeah, I just need to wait for this to be finished, and then I can extend here, which will allow me to increase the number of armed guards in my prison. And that would be a great benefit with our number of prisoners. And it wouldn't even impact us too much because, 40,000 daily cash flow. I don't want to do that again. But yeah, the 40,000 cash flow is absolutely amazing and is just glorious. A death in the new medium security area. Um, it's fine. Yeah, a bunch of these just need to be transferred over to the maximum security area. And all of the and is this still a gang area or not? No, this is no longer a gang area. The other gangs can actually have a chance now at standing against the red gang. Because, oh, the other gangs have actually increased in quite a bit in terms of, and they've now got gang leaders, which means they can take over territory. Ooh, can actually finally have the fun aspect of all of the gang fights, and that is the contesting, um, the contesting people. Right, that's the staff room. Staff room. Uh, yeah. Do we have a what's it called? Cleaning cupboard anywhere at all in this area, or should I literally just? I know that's a classroom. I don't think we've got the cleaning cupboard, so I may just take a dig into. I don't know. Perhaps I'll take a corner out of the cafeteria, maybe the bottom corner over here, and then allow them to get jobs in there for, because I don't think this actually that's definitely going to be the max as big as we need to make it. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do walls and doors, brick walls. Actually I'm going to do planets slightly. So this would just be the cleaning cupboard. So I could probably just fling something out like this. That cleaning cupboard probably won't facilitate for this entire area. You know what? I'm actually going to take over a classroom. Instead of one of those classrooms, I'm actually going to instead make it a cleaning cupboard, because it should still work. I'm going to go for this one that I've already got direct access to. So walls and doors. No, walls and doors, and then just brick wall as normal. So this would simply have to go across like that. And I can instead make this a cleaning cupboard. And then we can just put them as a job, which it'll just be brilliant. So indoors, minimum size 3x3. That should fix itself up in a sec. So logistics, 76 jobs. Oh, I'm going to need to click quite a bit. And I've already set this to be staff only, which is not what is needed. So deployment, maximum security only, like that. Oh, that's nice because we've already defined the. Oh, it's because it's a room. We can set individual rooms. I didn't know that. I thought we had to do the entire blocks. But yeah, we can literally just place 76 rooms, well, jobs in. Yay. And with that, it is all finished. So we've not got too much time left, so what I'm going to do with the time we have remaining is I'm going to sort out as a final time the grass around our prison, around the new area, so that all this will be set as grass, and then it'll be fine because all the flooring will now be done, and we can simply concentrate on what needs to be done within the prison, within the actual buildings themselves. In this area here, this is going to be a forestry. I may as well set this out now. Rooms, forestry. Um, do, 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 do. And yeah, just this area here doesn't need to be enclosed, I don't think. So it'll literally just be down here, and I reckon I could also put jobs in them for there as well, I think. So all of that is just being set out for them. Are they able to get jobs in the forestry? Past the room requirements. Let's hope they can get jobs in there. Actually, I may as well check the other forestries of reference to see if they can get a job. No, they can't. Meaning the garden. I need to pay quite a bit for more gardeners. That'll be fine though, I think. Yeah, should be fine. But just look at that daily cash flow. And look, I'm already at 112,000 and it's not even been that long. Gosh, this is absolutely amazing. But all that's been set out. That is a past. So I'm gonna just hire more staff. What we need is a gardener. I'm gonna up it to 20 gardeners and hope that they can control it. And there we go, 20 gardeners. Let's hope they can manage forestries this large. Do we want a second psychologist in this office over here now? It'll be a bit dark, but yeah, I could set out this as a psychologist's office, meaning I could set programs up for them. Yep, like that. I should probably get electricity hooked up, but again, that's a problem for future me. And with that, I've unfortunately run out of time for this video. So, hopefully you enjoy the video. Give me a sec. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please do leave a like. And if you've not done so already, then please do subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you next time while I look for the perfect thumbnail picture. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time. See ya.